the foundation objects. So we're done with the foundation objects, except for two dynamic role and workflow. We have created all of the foundation objects. Okay. And there are two MDF foundation objects which we have to create. Okay. These we have not created this earlier because these objects have some dependencies. No? Now that we have all of the foundation objects, we can go ahead and create them too. Okay. And they are job classification or job code and position. Job code is the type of job that the employee does in the organization. Okay, pay grade. Now it is very similar to pay grade, the pay grade and job code. Pay grade is used to differentiate the pay structure, and job code is or job classification is used to differentiate the job structure of an employee. Let's say within an organization, we have engineering department, so you'll see more of engineers. Okay, mechanical engineer or electrical engineer or electronics engineer, fitters, electricians, and so on. Right. So these job codes belongs to engineering department, and then if you have manufacturing industry, then you'll find more of product related job types. Okay, chemist, druggist, and something like that. So different organizations will have different job types. Similarly, your IT will have a functional consultant or technical consultant or a developer and so on. Right. So these are to be created in manage data. Again, each and every job code is to be associated with a pay grade. Okay, the type of job that they do. Now, multiple job codes can have the same pay grade. Multiple job codes can have the same pay grade. Like an engineer or a HR manager, both of them can be at the same pay level. When it comes to the pay, both of them can be in the same level. Okay, but because of the type of job that they do, their jobs are different, but the pay is same. Similarly, the other areas also. Okay, let's go to manage data. Manage data and then search for job classification. Job classification. Start date 1/1/2024. Say job code is automatic. That means system will auto generate the code. That is fine. I'll have it as RIL director. I'll have the title as RIL director. Status is active. Workers comp code is not required. Parent job classification. If this job code is reporting to some other parent job classification, you can add that. Okay. If this is the highest level, you don't have to add any parent job classification. Job level, the level of the job that this job code would be in. Like you have some levels. These are again pick list values. You can create your own level. Like I have director, I'll add that. Standard weekly hours, we have seen this in company. We have seen this on location. And this is the third object. If any of the job code works for a different working hours, we can maintain that here. Regular or temporary, it is a regular job code. The employee class is nothing but the type of the employee. Now this is a trainee or a contractor or a consultant or a third party employee like that. Okay. I'll choose the employee class as active. Is full-time employee or not? Yes, it is a full-time employee. If it is a part-time job code, you can say yes, is full-time employee, no. Supervisory level or the next level, you can maintain or you can also leave it blank. Okay. Pay grade, we have created our pay grades, R5. RIL director. Job functions, if you have, you can add, otherwise you can leave. The job function is used in the recruiting module, the RM job code, RM job title. So all of these are related to recruiting module. You can leave them blank and then just save it. Have created one job code, and the job code system generated is 74074. Okay, that is 7 series. Now let me create the other job codes as well. Any doubts here? Job code? RAL president. Parent, I'll say RAL director. Okay. Job level. Regular temporary is regular. Employee class is employee type is active. Is full-time employee, yes. Pay grade R4. And save. Some countries have specific job codes. And if it is country specific, you can add that here. Countries like US, Canada will have different job codes. So those can be, now those countries can be added here.
I know.
Hmm.
Okay. While I'm creating the company ID, that time while creating department, my job code is not generating automatically.
That means your system is not configured to set up the job code automatically. We can see that in the coming sessions. No? We need to apply a logic. We need to write a business rule to create the code automatically. Okay, if it is not automatic, you can give your own code.
Yes, I did that. Then while I'm generating like the structure, then every entity is showing not working.
What do you mean
like
by not
it is
working?
showing ACM, some there is a currently a problem with the selected company structure. Please contact your system administrator.
Did you create your own
which one
structure?
I'm selecting, the message is showing like this way.
Did you create your own company structure? Why have you not created your? You did it? Even your company structure is also giving you error?
I didn't. I want to select built-in company structure from your system, but it is showing that there is a problem.
Okay, so let's look at that once this is done. Then RL, general manager. Regular, temporary, regular, employee class is active, full-time, yes, and pay grade is R2. RL, interns.
Venu, for the job level drop down, did we already populate it or is it the default?
No, these are some of the levels which are already available in the system. However, we can also create our own levels if required.
Okay.
The same is company ID. The fields are not the same like you are showing me. As you told that weekly hour is important, but once I create my instance, legal entity, there is no weekly hour. And every fields are not similar like that you have showed to us.
Give me 1 minute. What is not same?
The fields which I need to.
What field, which object? Which object is that?
Legal entity.
What is your company?
11199 UIBT Private Limited. 1199.
What are not same here?
Your weekly hour is important. Okay. But I'm not getting weekly hour fields. Yeah.
What is this? What is this field?
Standard weekly hour.
Hmm.
Okay.
So if something is not visible, where can you check that?
Check configure object definition.
Did you check configure object definition?
Yes, I checked and not visible, and another one is
What is not visible? What is not visible for you? That you tell me that. You said standard weekly hours are not visible. I can see standard weekly hours here. What is not? What other fields are not visible here?
yes, I didn't get. Then I go through there and I changed the pay grade something because I couldn't able to mention 40 hours.
You have the standard weekly hours here, right? No, what you are unable to
Class.
select there. Just trust me, Venu, I tried a lot. No. What did you tried? What is not visible? At least you tell me what is not visible and what is.
Yesterday I
what you
didn't.
are
I
looking for.
didn't get weekly hour. Then first I got weekly hour, but I can't make it 48 to 40. Then I connect with my representative. I have connected. Then he told me it is probably not permitted or something. That's why it is not give me.
If I'm creating legal entity, so here I see all of these fields. The one what we have the custom ones I have just deleted. Oh, this one it is showing the drop down. Is this what you're talking about? Somebody must have mapped it to a different. Let me see what is that. That's a default pay group actually. See, the label is maintained as default pay group. It should be pay group and somebody has changed the label as weekly hours. This is not correct. This is
I changed because I am not getting.
Why did you change this? So just because you're not you're unable to see weekly hours, you have changed the P group to weekly hours.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Okay.
You have your standard weekly hours field, right? Why did you not use this one? Standard weekly hours field is available here. That's a standard field.
Okay. I couldn't figure it out with the fields.
Okay. And you have your standard weekly hours here. Which one is your company? 00?
1199. 1199.
And it is actually a mandatory field. On the company, it should be mandatory. Where it should be set to? Yes. You frequently change the associations types of fields, you'll get errors while creating the company structure. Okay, now this is your pay group. This is standard weekly hours.
Now it is showing.
Okay.
And then one more thing, just left box, you told that if I make it correct, to insert a new report or something, then it will be showing that what actually I have corrected in the legal entity. Yes, it is showing, but at your system, it is showing descriptive way. That what actually you made corrected something.
This one,
Yeah.
history, you see, EYBD services. Now you have changed this one.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Earlier it was EYBD Private Limited, which is striken off.
Yes.
Now it is EYBD Services Private Limited. That's the change.
Mm-hmm.
What is not showing up for you?
Means when you changed, then it is actually showing like this way that you have changed the system. You have changed the total descriptive way. Yeah.
This is showing up for you as well, right?
Yes. Yes.
Then.
Okay. Okay. It is showing in your system differently. That's why I'm asking. No worries.
No, it is the same system. And what is not showing up in your company org chart? What is your company structure?
You selected Samsung. I have also selected Samsung.
Do we have Samsung? No, it is not because I have selected Samsung and you are selecting. No, this is different, and the instance what you are using is different. I am
Yes,
the one
but
what I am
which
using
one
is different.
I am select. I was I have
Did you
selected.
select? Did you create your own structure or not?
No, I
Tell
did
me.
not. I did not.
Then why are you choosing others' company structure and complaining that that is not working? What did I ask you yesterday? I asked you to create your own structure using add new structure. Yes or no? This is simply like somebody who is stupid can only do these things, like drug name and all. Department, no idiot will add a drugs and all in the departments. Okay. Whoever has added. They're just spoiling the instance by creating the junk data, junk associations, and whatnot. And so there are many objects which are created with dummy and added all of these associations, which is causing the issue. Yeah, maybe your company structure itself is not working. That's fine. You can leave it. If you have your objects ready, then can leave it. Just maintain your objects correctly. Company, business unit, division, department.
So, just wanted to tell you that it is not complaining. As we are beginners, sometimes we couldn't understand what is going on, which made us a lot of confusion. That's the thing what we wanted to clear, actually, because system is for the new to us. I tried a lot. Sometimes yesterday I couldn't find a legal entity in the system.
Yeah, legal entity, if you are not, see anything that you are unable to find, what you will have to do, you'll have to go to configure object definition and see. Right.
Yes, I did this.
Center. If you have your objects correctly, then you don't have to worry about other things.
When someone has changed the legal entity names completely differently, so that's what I also faced yesterday.
Yeah, there would be always some, no. See, one way we are finding it very difficult to get the instance with, earlier we were having our own instances, we didn't add any problem. But since SAP has suspended all the instances across the globe, it is very difficult to now get instance. And now with with difficulty we are getting this instance, and people are using like anything. Now you stick to what is to be done. You don't have to have the junk data just because you have some system. Don't just go and change everything in the system. It will create problem for others. Maybe you're not doing that, but somebody must be doing that to the
Exactly.
system.
Exactly. Because we are searching for it one by one. The name was completely different. So couldn't they have
Exactly.
changed the
And
level exactly.
I was just following what you were telling. Then I couldn't match
Exactly. The
anything.
label they changed, and so at least some word should be resemble, no? So when we are not getting, we're getting confused because the field what you are showing, the field what we are searching is coming completely
Different.
different in the screen. So that time we become confused, like why you have shown around 5 to 6 boxes, but are coming around 2 to 3 because we are searching something different and the name is completely
Yes.
different.
See, name is complete. Now you need to understand the structure. Okay, if something is not showing up, where do you have to go? So if some field is not showing up, let's say if I go to configure object definition or manage organization pay. Okay. Go to manage organization pay. If I go to create new, okay. Here, if some object is different, what does that mean? Somebody must have changed the name of these objects. And where do you find that? You'll have to go to corporate data model. If some field is not available, if some additional field is showing up. Now see here, there's a head of the location, date of birth. There would be always be some idiots who would be doing all of these things. Will anybody add a date of birth for a location? No, but still they add because they are idiots. Now what we'll have to do, if it is not, at least it is non-mandatory, you can leave it. Or if you don't want this to see, you'll have to go download the data model, remove this field. Okay. Or while commenting, just add that some idiot has added as date of birth in location object. You put that comment. In corporate data model, when you upload, let's say today you have created your location. Okay. That field was not there. So just put that in the documents as comment. Just put that in your comments. Remove the date of birth field added by some X. Okay. Give me 1 minute. Let me set up that structure as well. I cannot go and just do the same structure, same configuration every day. See, for all of these custom objects, they have added legal entity as the association.
Hey, Venu, one question.
Yeah.
Instead of deleting this, can't we delete the legal entity for all this data?
These are some junk data which is not required, so I'm just deleting.
It's not mapped to a legal entity. So if we have anything like if you want to delete some of the junk data, if it's mapped to a legal entity, can we drop the legal entity altogether?
Yes, for each and every object, you'll have to go and search for that association and remove it.
Oh, okay. So even though we delete the legal entity, it still have to go and delete those individual.
You cannot remove the standard objects. Right. Job function. Somebody must have had it. Now, wherever possible, if it is a standard object and somebody has modified that, I'm changing that to correct data. If it is a custom object, then you can delete it. And tomorrow, if you come and see again, people would have added all of these things again. Yeah, your this thing is not working. Company structure itself is not working. Some problem with the company structure itself, the object itself. Yeah, I'll try to upload the company structure from my system, the actual configuration.
Hey, no, just one question. Like,
Hmm.
is there any option that you people can fix the mandatory data or primary data of the objective that people cannot make a change it?
What they can do
Basic
is
data we don't need to change, right?
what we can do is we can remove the permissions of modifying these objects. But again, if we don't grant that access, again, people will complain that we don't have access to this data. We want to modify this data, or we want to look at this data because system is not having all abilities what you have. So you should not have these many objects on the company level. No, that is not working. Yeah, I'll try to fix this over weekend. Let me refresh this complete instance. Okay.
Should we do anything or not over the
No,
weekend?
you can actually practice on what all of the objects, whatever that we have discussed so far: company, business unit, division, department, cost center, and all the foundation objects that we have discussed so far, including job code.
Okay, that it doesn't matter if we
Yeah,
play around with that.
objects can be maintained. Should not be
Okay.
any issues on the object maintenance. Okay. We'll stop
One
it here
question.
and we'll continue on Tuesday, not on Monday. Monday, I'm not available. Yeah, go ahead.
Venu, one thing I wanted to find out is like whenever I'm trying to search by legal entity, I have to select the AP some other. Why can't I search by my legal entity in the main manage data or config objects?
Yes, sometimes it is showing legal entity along with some other word, legal entity, API, something.
Those are custom objects what people have created. So if I go to legal entity, you see this is my legal entity.
Yes.
This is also legal entity hype, but this is a custom object but that people have created. Rule configuration, custom legal entity spill. Somebody has created these custom objects with similar names, but the actual name is legal entity. So
Legal entity.
how do we find the object which is a standard or the custom one? Is if you go to configure object definition here. So if you have any doubt, just go to configure object definition. Okay. And now search for the object. Object definition, you say legal entity. Okay. Now you go to legal entity. Anything that starts with like this is a standard object. Okay. And anything that is custom will always start with custom. Now, if you see, go and see, custom objects will always have the custom underscore. All the custom objects will have custom underscore. Now, if you say family legal entity, if I go to family legal entity, this is not a custom one. This is standard one. Okay. Anything that is custom, you will find it with custom underscore. Maybe if you don't have, let's say this one, yeah, company is there. It says custom underscore legal entity. This is custom object. All the custom, if I try to create a new object here, then if I go to create object definition, new object definition, it always starts with custom underscore. Any new object that you create, it always starts with custom underscore. Even if I go something, it will always be saved with custom underscore. That's a custom object. Okay. If you don't see legal entity, comment search for legal entity like this. Now this is the object ID. This is the object ID. No one can change the ID of the object. So this will remain same. Now if I go to legal entity, this object ID, this is the standard object and this will not be changed. So you search for legal entity, you'll find it.
But if I'm not search the legal entity in manage data, because I tried a lot yesterday evening.
And that means people must
entity.
have people must have changed the name of the legal entity. Then you go and search here in configure object definition. In configure object definition, there is no way that it won't show up. Okay, this is the ID of the company. This is the ID of the object. Okay, legal entity. Okay. Okay then. We'll stop it here. We'll connect back on Tuesday, not Monday. Monday I'm not available, so we'll be meeting on Tuesday.
Okay. Thank you, Venu.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.